Oh, hello. Hey, Cancer. Happy birthday. Oh my gosh, my Cancer. This last cycle for me has just been like a dumping of lots of Cancer and Gemini people. So, hello, Shazam. Thank you for the learning. Thank you for the lessons. Mega appreciation. I was thinking about that. Have you guys ever had that? Like, I had previous cycles where it was like a back-to-back Taurus energy, and I feel like I kind of got the lessons from the Taurus, but also like harsh lessons in the moment. And then I had like another phase with like tons of Scorpio, like everybody was a Scorpio. I've had phases where everybody's Libras have always been like hardcore angels. And then Cancer, more recently, it's the Cancer Gemini folk that seem to be, and I'm digging on, and I think it's sort of stimulating. It's trying to get me to open up to, like, you know, family relationship and all that jazz. But yeah, the nurturing, specifically the kind of the mental openness of the Geminis that I'm meeting, and then the Cancerian folk are just like I have a friend who's just, and he's seeing somebody now, and I'm just so happy for him because he's like the best dude ever, you know, like he's an amazing dad, an amazing friend, he's a great boyfriend, like, and he's Cancer sun. And I think it's like slowly but surely like warming me to that idea of commitment and proper. And I think Cancer, what I love about the Cancer energy is how like they want to look after the home. Like they want the home and the family and the kind of like everybody, and that I find that really warming after my fierce, independent, expansive travel high vibe, thinking on all these 25,000 foot levels, and then, you know, having that sort of like breakdown where you need home and family. If the roots, this makes sense to me now, but I didn't realize it because I was moving too fast before, but you will burn out, you will collapse, you will fall, you will crumble if you haven't got roots. And now once you get the roots, you'll be like, Averche. So I'm just a razzmatazz rambling away. Anyway, so much love and appreciation for you, Cancer. Let's see what we get in these cards, shall we? Divine guidance and love and clarity. Divine guidance and love and clarity for my beautiful, beautiful Cancers. Yeah, and that's the Empress. So there's something about give and take here. It's not. So if you're in a partnership, Cancer, there's something you or the other person might be pulled back. There might be a bit of space, separation, difference. Either way, on an emotional level, I think you might be feeling a bit down in the dumps. Four of Cups. Four of Cups is to me a little bit of a melancholy. You know, you're not like deeply depressed. You're not going through this intense grieving metamorphosis, but you're not jumping off the walls either. You're not but considering the surrounding energies, I'm like, yeah, this makes sense that you're not. No, I'm gonna shuffle. Okay, any more divine guidance, love, and clarity for this central energy here? Have you guys ever had horse fly bites? My God, I've gotten two. When I went away camping, and like I caught the buggers. I could see the and like inside my arm, and then when I shoot it off, it started bleeding. Anyway, I'm terribly sorry. I'm very distracted in this reading because divine guidance and love and clarity. I just noticed that and wanted to make a note that I'm not like self-harming. It's a bug bite that I'm scratch. Yeah, okay. So there's definitely a rewilding, Cancer. This energy is really focusing in on loving yourself, looking after yourself. There's two. There's a Queen of Pentacle and an Empress energy, which is with the Lovers reverse, this is making me be like, dude, ladies, gentlemen, thou must love yourself. I feel like there's this sense of like not having nothing to give if you're emotionally drained or poo-pooed. If you're in a relation, you're pulled back, you haven't got much to give, and or this is something your partner is dealing with. I'll get some clarity here. There's the moon as well, and I'm kind of getting the sense of, right, there is some murky water stuff here going on, Cancer, as far as it might be that you just need some more quiet time, or you need some time out, or you need some stargazing, moon gazing. The moon card often does, because there's these howling creatures in the moon card. The moon, it does give me that sense often of rewilding, connecting to the stillness of space, connecting to the expanse of the universe, right? Connecting to the sky. There's all of that energy going on here. And because it's a Queen and Empress in the reverse and the Lovers reverse. I mean, you think you've got to empower that femininity, male, female, whatever gender you prefer. There's still I want to say dichotomy, but I don't think that's the word, but there's still a balance of these light, dark, left, right. In yoga, they're called the Ida and Pingala. So there's these polarity energies that move and weave through us, and we can say that we all have feminine and masculine energies. And typically in our wonderful world, there's an imbalance. Most of us have an overdrive with regards to our masculine energy, and we deny our feminine, as in we don't want to feel, we don't acknowledge the infinite, we don't acknowledge the darkness, the void, the fierce, the shadow, right? We don't, things like sex, things like, we don't want to acknowledge those things, or the power of the energetic stream, which you can make if we're made up of a polarity and we try to deny one polarity. You can imagine how that's going to mess up the ecosystem, right? Hala. So yeah, I would say here, Cancer, there's definitely a little underlying conflict that you're dealing with. Let's just get a bit more clarity. But again, the rewilding, maybe going to the ocean. For some of you, I'm getting like, go out, listen to music, right? Go for a run, go do some exercise that feels good, that brings you back into your body. For some of you, you might just be legit exhausted. Yeah, receptivity. This is a feminine principle. So there's, again, whether you're man or woman, there's something about embracing more of your femininity and relating more to that part of you, relating more to the part of you that is receptive, that is open to receive, rather than the part of you that has to go get it, or has to go get it done, has to, right? Because that's the feminine principle, to receive, to create. Yeah, sexuality. I think there's possibly something, this came up either for a client or a reading recently, and that energy of the sexuality to me is very much connected to our creative reserves. And if we're a bit stuck sexually, and it doesn't, to me, I don't think it matters whether we're in union or not, right? Or in partnership, or whether we're engaging in sexual energy with other. All of us have this energy, right? This is where we come from, essentially. So harnessing and developing that sexual energy as far as sensuality, self-respect, beauty, creativity, there's something in it here for you, Cancer. Let's just pull a couple more cards. So final layers of divine guidance and loving clarity for my Cancer lovers. I was getting the sense of, like, think of it like those lower chakras are more feminine, the upper chakras are more, I'm not like, I don't know this, but I'm like thinking it. And then this is the third eye, the Anya. And part of it is like, I think if you've been moving too fast or not taking enough time out, you've not been receiving downloads or visions, right? And I think there's something here about calling you back into your vision. By the way, happy birthday, Cancer. Yeah, so part of this slowing down to receive, to realign yourself, is like the vision. Maybe even with regards to your sexuality, right? Maybe if you are single, you can imagine a situation that really thrills you, or imagine yourself embodying a greater sense of sexual energy or sexuality or desire. Recently, I was watching something that talked all about that, about how like our desires are godly. Like if we didn't have desires, what would we be doing? Right? Like desire, people say money makes the world go round. Well, what about our desires? Or the desires of the sun and the planet herself, right? They're all orbiting around each other, like have a desire. I don't know what I'm talking. The one. Be the one, be the one, be the one. I always interpret that card as like, especially because you've got some energies here where you're wanting to reinvigorate your confidence and positive sense of self. That one card is like that into full embodied, integrated aspect of knowing that you are the one. You're the one with source, with God, with all that is, and thus thou shalt embrace and attract other ones, right? Ones that also know they're the ones, complete people, where we're not trying to siphon energy from each other because we're operating from these lacks or scarcity belief systems or injury or trauma, right? So focus on the inner vision, trust the downloads to come, and I'm hearing that song like moving on up. You'll be moving up the vibrational ladder, but we've got to receive, right? Look up, open your heart, be willing, be willing, and rest when you need to, right? There you are, Cancer. Thank you guys so much for being my internet friends. I hope you have a great month. Happy birthday to all the Cancers out there. You guys are awesome. Love you loads. And I'll see you next month. Take care. Peace out.